All right, well, in the shocking turn of events, the Israeli army has carried out 47 violations of the ceasefire agreement since it took effect in early October, resulting in 38 deaths and 143 injuries. Netanyahu said that the ceasefire violation was in retaliation of Hamas's action. On this accord, there are also or has been a closure of the Rafah border. These borders are the only exit from Gaza not directly controlled by Israel, making it a critical humanitarian and logistical lifeline for residents of the besieged enclave. Ajay Jandial, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Ajay, this is what the experts and everyone feared the most, that there will be a formal signature of the ceasefire, but on ground, the ceasefire does not seem to be doing what it was supposed to.
You rightly said, because even this ceasefire was announced, earlier as well, and what has happened, that innocent civilians and cricketers were shot, killed by the Pakistan in airstrike. So it is expected that similar kind of attempt will be made again by the Pakistan forces, because there are two things what need to be understood, that Pakistan is continuously blaming Afghanistan, the Taliban, by saying that what is happening in Pakistan, as far as the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa activities are concerned, where TTP is carrying out attacks, they are basically blaming that it is Afghanistan who is supporting them, and those who are basically carrying out attacks in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and the Pakistani forces, that is basically from the Taliban side, and that the Taliban leaders are living over there in Pakistan. In Afghanistan, and they are supported by the Afghanistani, forces. So that's why they are continuously carrying out attacks over there in Afghanistan, Kabul. There are 3 sites in last few months. So it is expected that if TTP once again will carry out attack on the army, Pakistan army, there in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and other part of Pakistan, then it could lead to more, trouble and disturbance in Pakistan, and Pakistan will once again violate ceasefire on the name of carrying out attack on the TTP leaders. So this is what basically is expected, and that will once again lead to more ceasefire violation of the Pakistan side, because if you see that how Afghanistani authorities have clearly said when they have carried out attack on the Durand line on Pakistani forces when 58 Pakistani soldiers were killed, they clearly say that we have avenged our, attack which was carried out in, Kabul, and we are not going to do anything more. But even after that, when ceasefire was announced on third day of that ceasefire, Pakistan have violated ceasefire. So it is expected that this is going to be a fragile ceasefire in the coming days as well.
Ajay, stay with us. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened a meeting with the defense minister and senior security officials following reports that Hamas had violated the ceasefire. In a post on X, Netanyahu said, and I quote, "Following the violation of the ceasefire by Hamas, Prime Minister Netanyahu held a consultation with the defense minister and heads of the security establishment and directed that strong action be taken against terrorist targets in the Gaza Strip." Ajay, I really don't know what this means for Hamas, but Donald Trump had already warned that in case the ceasefire is violated or Hamas does not agree to disarm itself, there will be some dire consequences. Are we looking at that situation sooner than later?
We need to see, between Hamas and Israel, if somebody is having upper hand, that is only the Israel, because they are supported by the America, and American President Donald Trump have already said that if any violation, like if Hamas will target any civilians, they will have to face the consequences. And once again, Netanyahu is sharing this in the public that they are violating the ceasefire, and it means that they are also prepared to once again carry out attack. We have seen that they have already carried out attack on the Hezbollah in Palestine, and it is expected that similar kind of attempt once again can take place by the Israel, and if civilian killing will take place in Gaza and that will be blamed on the Hamas, and it is expected that Hamas, that is those who are there, they will still try to disturb peace over there, because they are not, they are not going to accept the defeat as well. It is only the mediation which basically led to the ceasefire between the two. But if anything happens, then we can say that once again warlike situation will once again occurred over there in the Gaza and other part of Gaza, where Israel have carried out attack number of times.